Hello, everyone. It's gonna be a short one today because um I have stuff I need to do. I'm calling my sister at 1, and it's like 12:30. And the reason I couldn't start earlier was I was having technical difficulties. Um, anyway, so in um the last video, uh for a large part of it the text doesn't show up. This is because I was um doing it on my Word in my laptop in my hard drive. The which is different from the one on my browser. I like the one on my hard drive better. Well, I don't know if it's hard drive, but you get what I mean. It's 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 on your, yeah. The one in my browser, it can be finicky sometimes, but apparently Zoom doesn't record that. So I'll just be using the one in my browser from now on, so you can see it. Okay, let's get um let's get going. Because as they say, there's no time like the present. Oh, apparently it does, and I'm just being an idiot. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not the best with uh technology, so there are people who are way better at it than I am. Um, so where were we? Down, down. Oh, but Wonder Woman is an iconic superheroine created in the 1940s. In experienced a resurgence of popularity in the 1970s. Much of this resurgence can be attributed to her appearance on the cover of Miss Magazine and the success of the Wonder Woman TV show. Which, if you ever get a chance, I'm not exactly sure where the Wonder Woman TV show is. Uh, it's I've watched some episodes. I watched some episodes when I was making this paper just because. Um, but it's worth, if you really like Wonder Woman, it's worth at least having a few episodes. They're kind of very 1970s corny, but still, maybe. Um, Um, maybe I can find you guys where you might be able to do it for free. I'm sure it's somewhere. So if we take a look on Google, um, currently you can get it on Max, iTunes. Yeah. So, but you have to pay. I don't think there's any way you can get it for free unless you don't mind pirating. I um went to my local library and I got I got it I just got it from my local library. I ordered it and they had it somewhere. So yeah. So so let's get back to it. Um yes. So I got it through my local library. I just ordered it. So yeah, if any of you are curious, don't mind the ramble. Uh, so, what film of starring Linda Carter? Um, yeah, that's not worth mentioning. And then, yes. However, in the 1950s and 60s, she underwent a significant transformation, losing her powers and adopting a more conventional identity. It is important to examine the depowering of Wonder Woman and its feminist implications drawn from both primary sources in the form of the comics from the 1950s and 60s and scholarly sources, a critical analysis in Wonder Woman 98, so issue 98, 1958. Origin story underwent a substantial shift. Her transformation from being molded from clay was depicted in the following words. I have made the clay breathe life into it, and behold, I have made man. Wonder Woman exclaims my origin. It's different. It's different from the one I've always believed. This primary source marks significant departure from our original narrative. In Wonder Woman issue 178, is a crucial comic where Wonder Woman transitions into Diana Prince. In this issue, but it's so Diana Prince is like the sort of Wonder Woman it's like Clark Kent to Superman. Um so in the Diana Prince era, which starts in issue 178, she loses her powers, hence the name, the Diana Prince era. Even though she was still, Wonder Woman was still a secret identity, she just didn't have her powers. Well, Wonder Woman transitions into Diana Prince. In this issue, Wonder Woman expresses her decision. I want to announce my Amazon powers, the bracelets, the lasso. This source this source underscores the character's adoptions to the societal norms of the time. The post suggests that the character's alterations did not align with the feminist message of female empowerment and independence. Wonder Woman's loss of powers represented a departure from her original empowering narrative and undermining the character's feminist message. This is my argument, in a sense, that Wonder Woman losing her powers undermined the character's feminist message. Um, uh, well, I will mention an article in this paper where uh, someone disagrees with me, and in academic work, that's perfectly valid. Well, with my thesis, um, in Wonder Woman, Feminism and Superheroes, written and edited by Vivian S. Robertson, who was a Marxist feminist theorist and writer, and was the principal of the Simon de Beauvoir Institute and professor. Speaking of Simon de Beauvoir, let me get some. Uh, as an aside, breaking the narrative, I have here a book. Um, it is called Simon de Beauvoir, author of The Second Sex, which is the philosophy book she's most famous for. I have not read that book, um, but I'm not here to, so I can't criticize it. But I have read this, The Prime of Life. This is a memoir of her. It's like I think there's like three parts. I've only got the part of when she started her career and it goes up. It's got one on childhood, and then I think one later. I think it's a three volume set. But if any of you really like Simon de Beauvoir, uh, this is this volume 2 of her memoirs, and it's very good. I mean, it's talks about some of her philosophy, her relationship with Sartre, you know, how she got interested in feminism. So, yeah, I mean, I recommend this. If you're interested. If you're not, well, then you can just kind of ignore what I'm doing. So Wonder Woman, Feminism and Super was written and edited by William S. Roberts, who was a Marxist feminist theorist and writer. and was the principal of the Simon de Beauvoir Institute and professor of women's studies at Concordia University at the time of her death. This um, this collection includes critical essays that delve into the complex relationship between feminism and superhero comics. The essays in this book argue that Wonder Woman's depowering and her adoption of a more conventional identity may be viewed as regressive in terms of her feminist message. Robertson contends that Wonder Woman's transformation was a retreat from the character's ideals, emphasizing conformity over empowerment. So I think we'll just end it there. It's just gonna be what it is. Um, so this is gonna be a very short video. I mean, if you guys like it, please yeah. If you guys like what I had to say about well, I mean less about Wonder Woman and unfortunately just more about this. uh Um, let me read to you before I read. This most important volume of Miss Devereux's brilliant autobiography deals with the coming of age as a woman and writer as a shaper of 20th century thought. In it, she writes of her love affair with Jean-Paul Sartre, the war in Europe, her confrontation with moral freedom, and adult responsibility of a relationship with the many women who most intimately engaged her life, affecting around her. The poem of life is an unforgettable, unflinching, honest examination of an extraordinary woman. I would also add controversial because I'm I'm not she's interesting to learn about, but I'm not like a super fan of Simon de Beauvoir. Sometimes she's just a bit radical for my taste, but honest examination, but certainly she was uh, a very extraordinary woman of experience in our time. She's controversial as well. So if you like that, which was not me talking about Wonder Woman, I think we covered like a paragraph, but mostly me talking about this book that that I read. Um, please like and subscribe. And I hope everyone has a nice weekend and I will, see you all Monday. Goodbye.